Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. Today we got me, Braden, Brannick, Finn, and a special guest, Madison or Maddie. What do you like to go by?
I go by anything, you could call me Madison or Maddie, whatever you're feeling.
Or Mads. M-I-D-S, Mads.
That
No.
works. All right,
Fine.
so let's just get right into it. Start off with drink of choice. I have my blue raspberry ice.
Got a Gatorade Zero right
Dr.
here.
Pepper. Dr. Pepper.
Ear.
I have my strawberry kiwi Propel.
You're one of those.
That's interesting.
All right, now that we've
Yeah,
gone over
Beretta gets
that,
taken a swig of beer.
It's root beer. It's
Verdict
fine.
goes, wow.
I promise that it's not real beer. I don't underage drink on the podcast.
Or do you, Beretta?
No.
I mean, like half the time, it depends.
all right, let's get into personal news. I have some. Today, I just finished watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's a really good TV show. And also, I'd like to also share that these outfits that we have, the three men and a mic, why is mine inverted? I'm looking at the camera. Why is mine inverted and your guys' is not?
Mine is too.
Because I think it like reverts because that's yours isn't my screen. I think that's just what like a front-facing camera does by default. Because
But anyway.
Mine too.
Oh, anyways, we have all of these outfits, which I am wearing under the penguin outfit.
Of course.
As you can see, look, I got the penguin outfit on under it. Got the hood going through. I look really cool right now.
He looks.
Anyone
so cool.
else?
Yeah.
Personal
I
news.
got personal news.
Where we got them, though, we got them from Finn for Christmas.
Yeah, it was my Christmas present to all the boys. I went around to each of their houses like really late at night. I dropped off Christmas
Yep.
presents. They were all really confused. They were like, "Why are you at my house?" I was like, "I have presents." They were like, I would turn my head all the way around, but like I'm not able to do that. So
Yeah, I wasn't even at home. Finn just dropped it off on my doorstep.
Yeah, I think it was like 9 o'clock at night, and Finn texted me like, "Hey, I'm on the way to your house." Why? Why are you
Yeah.
on my way to my house for?
Yeah, we live in 4 different states. I don't know why he like did that.
Yeah, we don't even live in.
Yeah.
None of us live in the same country. I'm like out in the middle of the ocean right now.
He lives in Sydney.
I'm in like Uzbekistan right now.
I just spilled on my shirt.
Okay.
I don't know why I chose Uzbekistan, but
Okay, so let's go
Mads,
to
you got any
movie
personal news?
news. Anyone else have some
Well, hold on.
personal
Most
news?
people haven't talked about personal news yet. Anyone else?
bro, you skipped Madison.
Madison,
All right,
you
Madison.
have to
I
have some. Tell us about
Don't
yourself.
have any personal news. I'm
Tell us a little bit about
sorry to tell
yourself,
you,
Madison.
Finnegan.
Well, then just tell us about
Give us
yourself.
a recap on your life.
Start from
Okay.
day one.
Well, a long time ago, I was
In a
born.
galaxy far, far away. Okay.
It was October sometime. And it was great because I got to experience childbirth.
Okay, Madison, skip ahead like a couple years. Just like
A
Like a
couple
couple.
years? Okay. So this
Like
happened
15.
when I was around 2, I think.
no, 15.
Oh,
15
Oh,
years.
15?
Don't go into the topic of the episode yet.
Well,
Yeah, Madison, come on, be
let's
better.
see. I recently got into Guys and
My
Dolls,
Wi-Fi's bad right now.
which is lots of fun. I don't know
All
what else to
right.
say about that.
Right?
We're in the show.
Yeah, we're
She's
in
a
it.
theater friend.
She's our
That's
friend
the
from
revelation.
theater.
All right. Anyone else have personal news?
There's only one guy left, I think, unless I miscounted.
Brannick,
It's me. You're right. That's the answer.
we can skip over.
Well, I
Brannick.
just dissed Uzbekistan. I have nothing against.
We should
the
probably
people-
cut some of this.
I don't
No,
have
we're
any-
keeping this all
This
in.
is all staying in.
This is
That's
uncut.
just
All of it.
If you live in Uzbekistan, then that's fine. In other news, oh, last night we streamed the pretty dope concert. We streamed the Bela Fleck My Bluegrass Heart concert, and that was like the coolest. That was the coolest one of all. It was a great time. And he had a
Wait,
bunch
Braden,
of-
Brannick, were you with Bela Fleck?
No, it was on my couch.
Oh, dang.
Bela Fleck was doing the flying, but no, he's great. It was like a while. He's a banjo picker. In case you are not familiar with Bela Fleck, but a while ago there was an album that came out called "Will the Circle Be Unbroken" by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, but they had a bunch of the big names from that like time period, and so it made me thinking like today, like a few months before the album release, not today, but what if the bigger artists of today in the world of bluesgrass got together and did a big old album just like that one, and then it happened, and it was super cool. They had they went on tour. We saw them in Raleigh live, but they didn't have everyone on the album. They just had like a selection at different locations. But for the show in Nashville, they had pretty much everyone who could make it. So that was neat. That's my personal news, and that was a lot of fun. So.
All right.
Also, I dissed Uzbekistan, so that was pretty good news, I would say. Take a sip.
Yeah.
Take a big old swig.
All right. So it's movie news.
What time is it in Uzbekistan right now, guys? Take your guesses.
All right.
It's a
Braden,
time.
hit us with that movie news.
So the big thing.
Next
Next
we're guessing what
Friday.
time is in Uzbekistan.
Next for Friday the 14th, I think is what it is. Scream 5 comes out. Also called Scream, which is weird, but it's a direct sequel to the first Scream that came out 25 years ago. So that's pretty cool.
So
That's the
Jenna
big
Ortega for some reason.
And I'm excited to see it because I'm a huge fan of Scream. So yeah.
We have been building up to that like the past like 5 episodes. We've been like during movie news, it's always been like, all right, guys, 2021 Scream's coming out.
Honestly.
January Scream. It's like we've always brought up like it's a weird time for Scream to come out. You wouldn't think January would be it, but it's happening.
It's happening.
I promise
So-
you,
But
it's real.
I'm excited though.
It's finally coming out, and we won't. It'll be the week that we don't record. So
That sucks.
In the office.
Anyway,
Brandon, hit us with that trivia.
I have trivia.
Yep,
All
that's
right.
your job.
Yeah.
That is your job, Brannick. I hate to tell you.
My job is to be here and have trivia. That's pretty cool. If you're new here, play along at home. If you're not, where did Finn go?
we just lost a member. So a text saying I'm gonna leave because everyone is frozen. I'll be back.
That's great.
In the words of Arnold, in the words of the Terminator, I'll be back.
That's,
Terminator was a good movie.
A great movie.
I've never seen it. But you guys,
Is this one-
Braden, you know that's not true. The truth is, Finn's not coming back. He's done with the podcast. We're replacing him with Madison. That's why she's here.
Yeah,
You
It's
know,
two-
you can always use a
two-
good strong woman.
it's
right.
two men, one
Two men, one woman, and a
woman
mic.
and a mic.
Oh, frick, Finn's back.
Aw.
The lost
We're
Dang
gonna
it.
cut that out, right?
No, we're
No.
not.
Leave
Oh
that
my
in.
God.
Michael, if you
We're
cut that out, I'm
keeping
going
all
to
of
cut you out
this,
of my life.
every single good minute.
Anyway,
all good,
trivia
man.
time.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon,
See,
hit us with
I
that trivia.
haven't been here for a while, and that's because my internet is horrible and hot garbage.
Finn, you
Not
don't have to
only-
lie. We told them the truth of why you weren't there. You'll see when you
Oh,
rewatch
no.
it. You'll see when you rewatch.
You'll just have to see. It'll be Monday at 4. That's when you'll get to experience.
Yeah, you'll get to
Yeah,
find
that's
out
right.
why on Monday at 4.
Wait,
Oh no.
that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's not tomorrow.
That's gonna be
It's
a
like,
quick Turnaround. Wow.
Nah, tomorrow
Brandon,
in
hit us with that
Uzbekistan
trivia.
is like Thursday.
What, Finn?
Tomorrow in Uzbekistan is like Thursday because like Uzbekistan has different times, you know.
No,
I
no,
don't think
guys.
that's how it works.
For those of you who are watching for the first time, hello. But for trivia, put your answers in the comment section below and stick around to the end to hear the answers. Anyway, Brannick, take it away.
Brandon, hit us with that trivia.
Thank you, Braden.
Brennan, please slap us across the face with that trivia.
Oh, you're going to get a concussion from this trivia. It's going to be so
Oh.
cool.
Oh no. I'm so scared for what this trivia is gonna bring to my head in emotional damage. It's gonna be wacky. Hit me with that trivia. Yeah.
Finn, today is Sunday.
Boy, we're having trouble getting
Yeah,
that
but in
trivia.
Uzbekistan, it's like Wednesday.
I don't care what time zone Uzbekistan is in.
Hit us with
They're
that
not
trivia.
right now. Where did Braden
Yeah,
go?
but in Uzbekistan, it's like Wednesday, you know? It's like, that's weird.
All right.
That's weird.
Braden's
Love
done with the podcast
Uzbekistan.
permanently.
I'm back.
Never mind.
Sorry.
Nice.
This is the greatest.
Nice.
I keep I'm looking at the card and then I look up and like this again. All right. I'm gonna here comes a concussion. All right.
Hit us with that
Question
trivia.
1. This is a little multiple answer required, as they say in Quick Recall. What year was Nintendo founded in, and what did it originally sell? So think about that for a little bit. Then question 2, what is the national animal of Scotland? That's the country that's like
I know this
right
one.
above England. Congrats.
That's
Question
an easy
3.
one.
Question 3. What word does Kane say right before he dies in Citizen Kane? So stick that in your skillet, let it simmer. Let's start the episode.
And remember, Finn, don't look up the answers.
Please don't.
We're gonna dangle that over Finn's cheating head for the rest of his life.
He made the mistake. He has to deal with that.
He had full control.
Yeah, he could have not done that.
Or what
but
he
he
was-
chose to. That's on him.
What?
Finn's doing some,
The time that
Finn's
you
doing some
cheated
sign language.
and looked it up.
Yeah, that was
And just
that was one
shaking
time
your
thing,
head
though.
disapprovingly.
Wow, I can't believe you're a cheater, Finnegan.
Bro, that was a one-time thing. Everyone also did it. Madison, you're probably doing it right now. Show us your phone.
No,
Everyone didn't do it.
What?
You did?
Ever didn't look up the answers. He just said it early.
Oh,
He's a freaking.
shoot.
Yeah, that's not. We're gonna do a little fun 3-minute mic retcon. I'm gonna issue a formal apology to Everin for having him on the episode because he really messed it up. So actually, he lives in my house. He's my brother, so I could totally like attack him.
He might.
Everett,
What's our
get
topic,
in
guys?
here.
He might walk in right now. Anyways, what's our topic?
I gotta lock my
Well,
door.
I got a great topic for this
Is
episode.
our-
And by that I
is
mean Madison does.
Bad choices that we've made as a kid, or bad anything that we've done as a kid, but not too personal though. Let's keep.
All right,
There's a boundary.
The door has been locked. There's no Everins getting in, so we're good.
Or getting or getting out. We ever get
Or getting out. That's true. If he's in here, the closet is. Everyone's in my closet. All right. That's a little humor. We like to joke around here.
We like to have fun. We like to tell
We like
jokes.
to have fun.
We like to have fun.
All right, Madison. Why don't
Hey,
you?
Everett,
why
can
don't
you come out of the
start us
closet
off?
real quick?
Okay.
What did you?
Madison, why
what did
don't you
you-
start?
Madison, why
Okay.
don't you start us off?
So, I have quite a few interesting stories. I was a very odd child. So this one dates back to good old preschool. I was having a great time. I was talking with my friends, and one of my friends comes up to me and she says, "You know what? The toilet water here tastes really great." So it's nap time. And I was like, "Hey teacher, I have to go to the bathroom." And I walk into the bathroom. I stick my hand in the toilet.
No!
And I taste it. And
it taste
newsflash,
good?
it did not taste very well.
Oh,
Why did you do that?
I was in preschool, I took my friend's word for it and she let me down.
Okay, but
So you were
can I just
gullible.
ask-
If your
So-
friend jumps off the bridge, would you do it?
At
depends on how
preschool,
high
I
the bridge is.
probably would have.
Okay, if you ever actually had to actually drink the toilet water, from what I've seen or heard or whatever, you drink the water in the tank, not in the bowl.
Why are you
Brandon
just
doing
knows
that?
nasty.
exactly.
No,
Brandon
that's
knows
just
what
what
toilet
that's just
water to
common
drink.
knowledge. That's just
This is
common
very-
No,
knowledge.
it is not.
This is coming
Yes,
I
from
mean,
it is.
it's
Brandon's own
not common
experience.
knowledge for a preschooler.
I'm just
It's
imagining
just not
like
common knowledge. Brayden, why do you know this?
I don't
Braden,
know.
imagining like
It's
his
stored.
dad
It's
sits
stored
down.
in the weird part of my
Now I'm just picturing Madison like right over a toilet, just being like.
I'm picturing,
No,
I'm picturing
because-
Braden like sitting on his dad's knee, and his dad's like, "Now, Braden, if you are ever to drink from a toilet, make sure you drink from the tank, not the bowl."
I think honestly, I think that was in like a comedy sketch or something. So I don't know if it's actually true or not.
Don't drink
true.
out of it. You like
All
go
comedians
to
are
a
smart.
sink.
They're probably right.
Well, Madison,
But I
for
had to
future,
contemplate it because I wasn't sure how I was going to actually like drink the water because I didn't have any way to like get a
Like
cup or
through a mouth.
anything. So I'm just standing there for like a good solid like 2 to 3 minutes and like thinking about how I'm going to achieve my goal as a preschooler.
well, Madison, I hear it's also like really good to like give me $100. I don't know. That's just what
It's
I heard.
true. Hey, preschool Madison, do you grab your dad's credit card really quick and just like read me off all the numbers on it. Thanks.
If
All
you
right,
want
no problem.
free bucks,
All right,
that's all you
anyone,
gotta do.
anyone else have any good stories?
I'll go.
Braden has one.
So I was, I don't know, 5 or 6. I was really, really small, but I don't know where we were. It might have been like Florida, or we were in this store, and my mom picks up this thing. I don't even know what it was, and it was like, oh, that's cool, and then she puts it down. Me being little 4 to 5 year old me, I steal it.
Oh,
I literally I take it, I put it in my pocket, and we leave the store, and the alarms didn't even go off. So, like, and this is like months later now. We're cleaning out my room, and they come across it, and my dad turns to my mom and he says something like, "Did we buy this? I don't think we bought this." And then that's when news comes out that little 4-year-old me has stolen something.
wow.
What did you
Yeah.
say you stole?
I don't know. I think it was like a cap, like a bottle. It was like those ones that you can like really use. I
So
think
you
it was
stole like
something
a
like that.
so you stole a bottle cap?
No, it was like a bottle cap or something like that. It was odd. It was like those like trinket stores that you find.
Little did
I don't
Braden
know.
Take your
know.
word for it.
Young
Otherwise,
Braden-
like I can't picture your parents like finding a bottle cap, being like, "Did you buy this?" Like, I think Braden might have stolen this.
No. It's not like a regular bottle cap. It's like those ones that you buy and you can, and like they're like usable. I think
Well,
they're made
I
out of
don't
like rubber or something. I don't know, but
Braden,
I
I really know
definitely
what you
stole
mean.
it. Oh, I don't know.
You guys
Why do
heard
you
it here.
Basing of the
Braden
the
is
story,
admitting to
I
a
stole
crime on
something.
the internet.
Why do you need a reusable bottle cap? I'm so confused. Like,
no.
if you get a bottled water, it comes with one of those. You could put that back on, you know.
Young Braden thought he was stealing. Little did he know he was just picking up litter.
But young Braden was a
I was
hero.
like, I was like 4 years old. Okay.
All right, Finn, it looked like you
Right.
had a story.
Yeah, so I have two. They're both super short. So first time, I have a similar Braden story. I really liked York peppermint patties. So I was at Kroger once and I
Don't we
see
all?
one and I'm like, yum. So I take it, stuff it up the old shirt, and walk out to my car and then get it out and try to eat it. And my mom was like, Finnegan. And she grabs it and runs back into the store. And the store's like, no, he can have it. We don't care. So so she runs back to the car and then doesn't even let me have it.
You
I
gotta
know.
learn your
Let that
lesson
set in.
somehow.
Let that set in.
I'd do that with it if I had a kid. I wouldn't let him have it if he took it.
If the store
My
gave it
question
to me
is-
for free, I would eat it in front of it. But still, 4-year-old me thought that was the meanest thing ever.
How did you like manage to bring it in your shirt? Because when you, I feel like your mom would have noticed if you like had your hand like up your shirt.
No, because I was doing the like hand, and then I just like really like tighten up the old shirt.
So there's like an outline of the peppermint patty on your shirt.
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
a circle like on your
It's just a
chest.
little square.
Yeah, so then my other story is it's not really that bad, but there was this kid. Let's call him Brayden.
No, come
We'll
on,
call him
Tim.
Braden.
I'll call him Everin.
No, I'll
Call
call
him
him Braden.
Braden.
I like Braden.
Let's
Okay,
call him
great.
Braden.
So I'm talking to my friend Brannock here, and I'm talking to Brannock about how much I just despise Braden. So when we have this thing in my class called the I forget what it's called, but it's like at the end of the week we would always like have like meetings, and it was like we have to like write down problems, and then we would discuss those problems in the meetings. So I was talking to Brannock, and I was like, we gotta write Braden down as one of our problems. And Michael comes over here, and it's like, what'd you say? And then I'm like, so I tell Michael what I said, and then Michael goes over to Braden and tells Braden, and I was like, ooh, how dare. And then Braden tried to like hold that over my head for the rest of the year, and it was just the worst pain imaginable. So I decided to end Braden socially, and it worked.
What does that mean?
What did you do?
What did you do, Finn?
I just kind of made
Kill
everyone
him?
hate him.
Did you slit
What
his
is that?
throat?
I like made everyone hate him unintentionally. Like it wasn't really
That is
intentional until
awful.
the end of the year.
How'd you go
That's
about doing
awful.
that?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I'm good at it.
Why did you like phrase it the way you did? Like it sounds like Braden's a thief and
Killed
Finn's a
him.
murderer. Like, half of the 3 minute a mic lineup. Two of the 3 men have been involved in like dangerous crimes, stealing bottle caps, killing people. You know,
Socially, not only killing him socially.
no, he's dead. He was
Well, yeah,
murdered.
but like
Braden has
social.
died. But then,
No.
okay, wait. I actually have a story about that same guy named Braden. So there was this.
Whoa.
Okay, same year. This girl, she likes me. I like her, but I never told her that because I wasn't gonna tell her that. But then I leave. And I was the situation of like I was a year older than her, but like the year older was like was in the same like class as the year younger, so I was like with her. And the next year she like gets together with Braden, and I'm like, how dare you lower your standards that far?
You really
What?
hated Braden.
Braden
Why does
was
Braden always
awful.
play the villain? Braden's either the bad guy
Why-
or the female lead.
Why is I am the one that this horrible story is always centered towards?
It's always, yeah, Brannick, you're right. Braden either always plays like the villain or the female lead.
Okay, but can I say something though?
Yeah.
It was not a bottle cap. I don't know what it was. It was some type of like small like trinket thing, like, and I don't know why I stole it.
I don't know
But
why I stole my York peppermint patty. I don't know why I like killed Braden socially.
You're a dirty thief too. We're all
Thieves.
robbers except for like
I
I've
have,
never
like-
stolen something from a store.
That's a lie, Michael.
That's
I
true.
have
Yeah.
like this one time. I have 3 stories actually. They're all like really short, and they all have to do with school because I was a horrible student back in like childhood, whatever
not
that
surprising.
entails. But I remember I would steal like our teacher had this bucket of like dum-dums just like
oh, no.
sitting out in the open, and I'm like,
Nice.
if you don't want a child to steal from you, you don't leave it out in the open. And so I would take like 1 a day, and by the end of the year, they were like
Majesty.
all gone. And I felt so bad because it wasn't noticeable at first, but then like as the year went on, it got so noticeable. But it was the same teacher, and my entire family, we sneeze and blow our nose very loudly. So I'm blowing my nose, and my teacher accuses me of like fakely blowing my nose because it's so loud. And so I got in trouble and she called my parents because I argued with her over the fact that I was just blowing my nose.
All right.
And
My
then
parents have never been
there
called
was
to
one
school
other
before.
time, this was way back when, probably in preschool. I was sitting by a friend and they dropped something. I don't remember what it was, but they bent down to go pick it up and like they go back up and they hit their head on the table. And
Ah!
me being the child I am, I laugh at them. I'm not just gonna sit there and be like, "Are you okay?"
Well,
So
obviously.
they told on me. They were like, she laughed at me, and then I had to go sit in timeout because I laughed at them for hitting their head. I mean, what am I
Yesterday-
supposed to do?
That's on
Of course
them.
I'm going
I'm
to
with you
laugh.
on this.
Yesterday I was roller skating and this kid was like being a show off. He was like roller skating backwards and doing all fancy stuff. And then he
So you
like
pushed him
he
down?
skated by my friend
Just
Harrison.
did you push him down?
We'll
And
call him
him socially?
Harrison, right? He skated by my friend Harrison. And he did this. And so so I like he like I then like say like come on, and then he falls on his back. And then I just went, ha! And then everyone around me is like, Finn! And I'm like,
I was waiting for that story to say, and then I pushed him over.
yeah. Then I like grabbed him and threw him. I pulled a Hulk. He flew through the ceiling. It was crazy.
Wow. That's
Look at these
crazy.
muscles. You tell me.
All right. So, does anyone else have Brandon? Do you have a story?
Oh yeah, I suppose. I guess
Brandon,
this is
Brandon,
not
hit
really
us
like a
with that
bad
story.
thing I did. What?
Hit us with that story.
Okay.
Go.
It was not really like a bad thing I did. It was just kind of a dumb thing I did. So I was dropped as a child, and when I was around, I don't remember, but so you know how like occasionally they would, you got a pajama day at school, baby. That's the best time of the year. We all know that, right? Pajama day is the best day.
Of
Um,
course.
Do your guys' schools have pajama
But
days?
so I was so excited. I was just having the grandest old time of my life, I would say, because I got up and I was like, oh, it's pajama day. So I get out of bed, don't even take off my clothes like normally. I kept my pajamas on, and then I put on my shoes, and then I took off my shoes, put on my socks, and then I put my shoes back on. And then I grabbed my backpack and I was out the door, and I was so excited. I was squirming in my seat. And so then we get to school, right? Get out of the car, say bye, Dad, I don't know. But so we went into school, and what I'm noticing currently is that no one is wearing pajamas. It's very interesting. So I was like, probably just a normal thing, right? Go up to the classroom. It's weird that no one's in pajamas, considering it's pajama day. And the teacher's like, Brannick, pajamas day is next Monday. And that's weird because I thought it was this Monday. And it only gets better because the office called my mom and was like, Brannick's in his pajamas. And my mom was like, yeah. And then so my dad came into school. He brought me, he like came to the classroom and was just like, all right. And then he like took me to the bathroom, gave me my change of clothes, and that was the best because you can't wear your pajamas. I went to a Catholic school, so we had to wear a school uniform. So you can't just show up in your pajamas. That's not allowed. And I did the one thing. It was next week, turns out. So that was great. That was a good day.
Turns out I also went to that Catholic school. I know that school.
Yeah, we went to the same school when we were young. We didn't even know it. But
Brandon,
yeah, it's like it's a pretty recent. I mean, like I remember it like it was yesterday, but like it was last week when it happened. So I mean, it was pretty fun. It was a pretty good time.
Crazy.
No, it was like first grade, I think first or kindergarten, something like that.
It's always the
That was a
worst
good
when
story.
it's always the worst when like I know this isn't exactly what happened to you. But it's always just like really annoying when you go when it's like Spirit Week and you do like you wear your outfit and then no one else wears one and you're like, well, now I just look weird. I've done that before. I went like it was like 80s day. I went like all out no one else did anything. So I was just wearing like this absurd outfit and nobody else was wearing, like, it was 80s day. So like we were supposed to, but nobody else did. And it was very sad.
I the other
That
day,
happened.
or not the other day, but a couple weeks ago, I had an ugly Christmas sweater day at school, but I didn't own an ugly Christmas sweater, so I wore like just like my regular clothes I would usually wear, but then a Christmas tie, and I got the most compliments out of anyone that day, even the people who went all out with their ugly sweaters. And then at the end of the day, multiple people came up to me and were like, "Finn, you stole our thunder." That's what I
That's
stole.
so weird that you say that, because that I was literally about to go into a. This was actually like last month. We did have an Christmas sweater day, and like I showed up in my ugly Christmas sweater, and like I'm noticing that not a lot of people are wearing ugly Christmas sweaters. I mean, there are some, but like I guess people just hated fun. There were only like a couple people wearing them. So what? I mean, the teachers were. So I guess I'm one of them. That's all.
Brannick got to teach
That's
the
my
class
story.
that day.
But yeah, like
Yeah,
in the like
pre-day.
it's annoying because like I used to participate in those kinds of. I'm hearing a lot of echoes, so let's like turn down the volume a little bit. But like
My
Brandon
volume
goes,
is very low. It's probably one of you guys.
it's probably someone else. But like what? Oh yeah. So I used to participate in those days, but then I stopped doing that because like no one else would. But then once I get to high school, people start like doing that again. What's up with that? At this point, I've like stopped. I'm like not doing it anymore because I'm like I don't want to be the one guy that shows up in pajamas. But like people actually participate. Well, I'm at public school, so any day can really be pajama day if you want to.
That's true.
They don't care.
Exactly.
I got the unlucky like mix of things because I go to public schools, but my public school has uniforms.
That's weird.
Ah, nerd.
Ooh, that's
So,
tough.
but like, moral of the story, dress up for like those dress down days because they're so much fun if you do. And of course, it's no fun being the only one. So, like, you have to do it for other people to do it because, like, I always go all out and like I have like the greatest costumes, and then I'm always sitting there by myself, just like feeling wonderful that I'm the only person in a costume.
One time I
Madison
had
is sitting
a
there
crazy
and
socks day,
wonder- She's
so I wore
she's
socks on
decked
my
out in her
hands.
full Mr. Pringle cosplay, but no one else is doing it.
There was one time crazy socks day,
Wait.
right? So I wore socks on my hands, and then my teacher, my history teacher, love it. He's a great guy. We'll call him Brannick.
Brayden.
because I love Brannick.
Oh my gosh.
So Brannick, right? Me and him, he tells us he takes notes on he makes us do a lot of notes because he does like lectures and stuff. So he's like, and I'm like, Brannick, I have socks on my hands. And he's like, okay. Then he just looks at the person sitting next to me. We'll call them Michael. And he's like, Michael, take Finn's notes. And I'm like, no, I can do it, but thanks. It
If
was
you
a
didn't,
crazy time. I had to take my own notes though. I think he was
Why?
kidding.
you didn't have
'Cause he was
to.
kidding.
If I was the kid sitting next to you and you said like, yeah, take my notes, I would have disliked you. I would have ended you socially. If you made me take your notes because you were wearing socks on your hands. I remember.
Oh my
one-
gosh.
I
So
remember
like
one- I remember
You
one
go
time.
first.
I remember one time in my 6th grade drama class, me and my one friend, we were like, this had nothing to do with it, but one time we were like, wouldn't it be funny if we took our socks off and made like sock puppets? And we did that, and then the teacher got mad at us. That's it.
Oh my gosh. I remember one time, this is like not what I was going to say, so I'm going to say two things, but I made sock puppets for a project and like I made my friends do like a puppet show with me for our presentation. The thing is, the day of the project presentation, I forgot the sock puppets. So the entire time we're just like standing there because we didn't like have anything else planned. So we turned it into a skit and we became our sock puppets. It was a lot of fun.
That's
It's
crazy.
horrifying.
Madison,
It was
one time
great.
I had a project. So our entire thing was we were gonna build a website, right? So we created a website and then also had puppets for it for whatever reason. And on the day of the project, I was sick, but I was like all of the puppets. But instead of just cutting out the puppet show aspect, they all decided to learn it, and then they sent me a video. That was funny. It was really silly. They were really bad.
Speaking of
really
projects, I've got a story. So I think it was seventh
pause for a
grade.
second.
What?
Not great.
I'm just saying, you pause for a second. You're like, I got a story.
I got a story.
It was, I think it
You're
was
gonna want to
Oh,
hear
what
this.
it was seventh grade science class, and Frantic and I went to the same middle school, so Frantic knows what I'm about to talk about. So our
Not.
science teacher was a little bit odd. Very odd. Anyway, we we did this like science fair, but it was very like elaborate. So he would look into like a person who invented something. It doesn't matter what. I think I did mine on the person who invented the movie camera, because and I so we had to basically do like some like stuff with it, and we had to make like a poster board and all this, and then we had to not only do like a science fair thing, so it was like a walkthrough in our gym, and there was like a lot of us, but we had to dress up as the character and like act like them for like 3 hours while all the rest of the classes in the school walked through. And it was the most awkward hours of my life because I had to actually like this guy from like the 20s. It was very odd, but
I did the same
I
thing.
remember that.
I had like a similar time where it was like some ancient lady. I think her name was like Theodosia or something.
Dear Theodosia, what
Not that
to
Theodosia,
say to
even though
you?
I do love that song. But it was, I had, what are you all doing?
Don't even
I
worry
had
about
one
it.
teacher,
It's just
and
a podcast thing. Come on.
she was
Yeah,
like
you had to
the
be here.
worst teacher ever. She like hated everyone for some reason and graded so horribly. But for some reason, she loved me. And I sat in the desk that was like the broken desk. So you know how desks are supposed to have like 4 legs?
Mhm.
Mine only had 3. So my desk was very unstable. And I'm bending over like to the side like that to like pick up a magazine or something because we were doing this project. And so I bend over and the entire desk falls with me. And I'm just like lying on the floor because the bar was on this side of me. So I'm like stuck on the floor with this desk on top of me. And the kid sitting next to me, he laughs. And my
As one
teacher,
does.
she goes, "What's so funny? Because I'm a silent faller. I could fall down a flight of stairs and you won't be able to know." So like
Madison, silent faller.
Oh my god.
damn,
Ian, you fool.
you fool.
Now they know the first like 2 letters of Madison's last name.
Dang it.
I'll just
Anyway.
have to like.
My teacher, she goes, "What is so funny?" And that kid, he goes, "Yeah, Madison just fell on the floor." And she goes, "Cameron, we do not laugh at people before we make sure that they are okay." And she made
Did
him
you just
stay
say
after
his real
class.
name?
What?
Did you just say his real name?
No, that's a fake name.
Finn.
What?
Finn,
I just said
you-
the first name that came to mind.
Finn, we're gonna have a talk.
Interrupting the story.
Yeah, we're gonna
Dude,
have
we're
a
gonna have a
talk.
Anyway,
after
you
this
keep
episode.
interrupting my stories, Finnegan. But she made him stay after class, and her class was the last class of the day. So like everybody's like dismissing to like leave, and he's just in her classroom getting a lecture from her about why we don't laugh at people before we make sure they're okay.
So that I just want to touch on back to the the thing about my weird science class. So our teacher, let's call her Mrs.
Davis.
Van, because she
Ornick.
lived in a bus.
No, wait, that was the other lady. You're wrong. You're bad.
No, it was this lady.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
I
It
believe
was
Bannock.
that was in 6th grade. We'll call her Mrs. Braden for simplicity.
Okay, but anyway,
Guys,
There-
Braden's currently in the
so
bus.
I kind of had like two like teachers at one point. It was odd because one came in and taught for like a couple of months and then left, and then we had another one, and the second one lived in a bus, and we had heard a lot about this bus, and we kind of believed it and we kind of did it. And then on our last day of 8th grade, there was this like drive-through thing where all of the teachers stood outside and they like celebrated. It was kind of odd. Anyway, we saw the bus parked in the parking lot,
The fabled bus.
and it was very odd to actually see the thing was real. It was just weird, and I think she's no longer there now.
She's no longer with
No,
us.
it's weird because she didn't
died.
just like live in a bus. She like had an apartment, but she lived in a bus on the lawn because she didn't like her roommates.
So she
What?
was just paying. So she was just paying to live somewhere, but didn't stay there.
Right.
We stayed on the lawn in the bus,
Such a waste of money.
and she would do like Zoom calls like in the bus, and we could see like some jangly curtains in the background.
She had her whole
was-
like, she had like gaming set up in there. She did it without.
You know, she was
Got
like
the-
using
got
her
the
apartment.
box.
She was probably using her apartment for like storage space.
Yeah, I remember.
She was quite odd.
I remember the science fair that Braden was talking about. That was wacky. I was Jacques Cousteau. I remember that. And what's fun about
You
him
were-
is that like, what?
I just remember that now.
He was just
that you were
confirming
Jacques
that you-
Cousteau.
He was
Oh,
just
okay,
confirming that you were.
But yeah, I was Jacques Cousteau for that, and like I don't know,
Cousteau,
all
like
the good ones were
Ratatouille?
taken. What?
Gusteau, like Ratatouille.
Yeah, John
Right,
Gusteau
yeah.
from Ratatouille.
No,
What are we actually talking
that's
about?
not. It's not Gusteau, and he's not from Ratatouille.
Well, it's not Gusteau, but he is from Ratatouille. I'll take
Right.
it from here, bro.
Jacques Cousteau from Ratatouille. Yeah. But yeah, like I was that guy, and yeah, it was a wax museum. Was how it was like everyone was supposed to be like standing like a statue, and then someone would walk up, and then they stood on like the spot on the ground, and then you would like start talking, which is how wax museums work. But the best ones were like the ones where I think one time this happened to a couple other people, but like it was like first graders like who were able to like leave class to go to the science fair because it was during a school day. But of course, like when I'm like, all right, I'm Jacques Cousteau, I invented the aqua lung. Like, what first grader is going to want to know that? Most of them stood there, but one kid just like stood there. I was like midway through, like talking about what a cool guy Jacques Cousteau was, and then this kid just goes, and then he walks away. And he leaves me there. And what am I supposed to do? And like Jacques Cousteau, he was an oceanographer. You're supposed to bring in like props for your little display. I don't know what to do, so I brought in a snorkel and a bottle of water.
Not my prop, or one of my props still.
You brought in a snorkel.
And a bottle of water.
Oh,
I couldn't
I
bring
had
the
to-
ocean, so
I
I
had to
brought
go
the
wax.
next best thing.
Exactly. I have water because he was in
This
the
is,
ocean. I guess.
I brought this into. This was an actual film canister which they used to put film in. I found out like a flea market or something.
that's almost as cool as Brannick's snorkel and bottle of water.
Water bottle.
You had to
I
explain
couldn't
like
bring
one of
the
rules-
ocean.
One of the rules was for your props, you had to like explain it. So I had to stand there and go like, all right, this is water because I'm like from the ocean.
Why didn't you bring like flippers or something and not just a snorkel?
What I don't have access to a scuba gear.
Dude,
I had a, like,
flippers-
How do you have a
flippers-
snorkel then?
I had a
Bringing-
cheap plastic like pool snorkel. It's like 2 feet long. It's
bringing
not 2 feet
flippers
long.
would
It's
have
like
had
6
the
inches long.
bringing flippers would have like had the same message as snorkel.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
A bottle of water.
he invented the aqualung, and that's the only thing I can remember. So I brought in a snorkel because that's close enough.
Other people are like bringing in like maps, like Braden, like old film, like freaking like scientific devices. Braddock's just
No
like,
one,
shoot, I
absolutely
forgot.
no one.
Water.
Brannick, I got a bottle of water because I'm from the ocean.
Braddock forgot about it. Was like, it just happened to have a
You
bottle of
should have
water in his
set up
bag.
little like those like blow up like pool things, like the small kid pools. You should have brought that and blown it up and like stood in it.
Yeah, you should have done
Yeah,
that. You're like
I
in
spent
your
a lot of time
classroom.
exploring the ocean. Here's a little demonstration.
Fill it up with water.
Start snorkeling.
I had
Fill
to,
up with
I had to go to
water.
wax museum
You
once.
have some like fake coral and plants in it, and some fake rocks.
Nice. I had to do a wax museum once, but I didn't have to do like an inventor, so I just did Alexander Hamilton. And then so I talked about him, and then on my big plan was I was gonna sing a song from Hamilton at the end. But then the day arrived for me to do my fabled Hamilton song. I had everyone in the class hyped up, and I had rehearsal for a show that day, and I didn't make it.
That's the way that I would have preferred if I was in your position. I couldn't have made it. That would have been the best. Like that would have been the best
Snorkel in a
solution.
bottle of water. I'm telling you, Brannick, you should have brought this small blow-up pool and got some fake coral and things, and say, "I used to explore the ocean. Let me investigate." It's like snorkeling
like-
around in it.
You should have.
Like a life, like a real like inside the school gymnasium. It's my
You
boat.
should have.
Brannick,
You should have, like,
brought
filled
a
up, like,
car
one
and
of-
driven every kid to the ocean.
You should have filled up one of those like kiddie pools with water and just done like intense freestyle. Check
Some,
this
like,
out.
fake coral and stuff.
We have fun.
They drank some water after.
Yeah, I drank the water. I was
Really?
thirsty, man.
That was the water that.
I brought water. I'm because I explored the ocean. He like unscrews his really reusable lid that he got from Braden because Braden stole it. And then Braden like, every time pours like a little bit of water on each kid's head.
I love how
Baptizes
like
them
I
in the
brought
name of the Father, Son,
like
and
an
Holy
old like
Spirit.
like I love how I brought like an old like film canister and stuff, and other people brought like someone brought like a wheelchair, I think, too. And Brannick brought a bottle of water.
Brannick
Yeah,
brings the
going
water.
above and beyond.
Brannick brings the water, drinks it. It's just like, you guys couldn't do that if this was actually ocean water.
Yeah, it's
You
salt
should have
water.
brought
Tastes horrible.
like I hike a blow up pool and put some coral in it and like swim around in it.
No, I'm
But
not
I-
doing
No,
that.
you
You
should've.
drink
Yeah,
it.
you should've.
I can drink this because I'm an oceanographer, but you couldn't drink it. You just don't know what an oceanographer is.
Who's to say what an oceanographer really is?
So Brannick brought a bottle of water. Madison drank toilet water. What else? What?
And I stole a trinket.
And Braden has a bottle cap that would probably came with a bottle of water.
I don't think it was a bottle cap. I don't know. I think I was like 4 or so.
Right, it's too late. It's a bottle cap at this point.
It's a bottle cap.
It's a bottle cap.
For all we know, it's a bottle.
And then Finn stole a York peppermint patty, who he was allowed to steal anyway, but his mom didn't allow him to eat it.
Michael,
Yeah,
there's
I'm
probably water in
having
those somewhere.
stories from you. What's a
I've-
good childhood story from you?
I've talked about a couple, but all right, I'll think of one. Okay,
Yeah, here's one.
so one time, me and my
He
me
had
and my
one
br-
prepared.
Finn, shh.
I'll wait.
Tradition.
Quit
Tradition
interrupting
has been
Finn.
maintained.
Me and my brother were like in Florida or something. I forget where we were. We were in like this nice hotel, and like we were both. I was either like 9 or 10, and he's a year older than me. So we were playing this like we went outside, and around the resort there was this one like outdoor like giant checkers or something like that. So we were playing. Yeah, Braden knows what I'm talking about. So we were playing giant checkers, and at first we were just kind of like playing it, but then we got bored. So we thought, wouldn't it be fun to just kind of like throw the pieces at each other? So we were doing that. We were just throwing the pieces at each other, and one of them, these are like heavy pieces too. They could like hurt you if they actually like hit you. And I know that because he whipped one at my face, and I got a bloody nose. I,
Oh my
I
gosh.
like messed up my nose. They didn't break, but it hurt. We had to go back inside the hotel, and like we were done for the day.
Nerd.
I think I came across those as well, but I think ours was like chess, but I didn't know how to play chess, so I was like, I'm gonna play checkers with them, and the person I was with was like, sure, let's play checkers, but they were like tall chess pieces.
Oh, like Harry
What?
Potter type.
Right.
Yeah, like taller than me.
Like 10 feet tall.
Brayden's
Anyways.
9.5 feet tall.
Why don't we get to those trivia answers?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about time we had some trivia answers in our life. So you've made it this far. You've put your trivia answers in the comments below, because that's how that goes. And now you're gonna see if you were right or not. So well, you know what? We'll let Madison give her guess first because she is the guest. So
That is
that's
how
so
guests
if
work.
the one that like if you know it, then we'll also have you go last so other people can guess. Because like I know for question 2, once Finn says it, then everyone's going to like it's too specific to be wrong. So question 1. What year was Nintendo founded and what did it originally sell? We're gonna give a 10-year buffer for the year. So Madison, what's your
Oh.
guesses for that? 2 answers.
Gosh. I'm going to say 1942. That's so wrong, but I'm gonna go with it. And I'm going to say, I know this is wrong because it's what seems like would be the right answer. I'm gonna say that they created gaming consoles.
Wow. All
I
right. Who wants?
I will go because I called
All
it.
right.
All right. So I don't know the year. I'm gonna say 1955, and I'm pretty sure Nintendo started by selling trading cards. I think that's it.
Right.
I'm not 100% sure.
All right. Braden, what's your guess?
I'm gonna say 1960, maybe. Yeah, in the 60s, maybe. I don't know. And board games.
Good guess. Finn, what you got?
I'm pretty sure. Never mind. I'm gonna say 65. It's either that or it's in the 50s. I think it's 65 though.
Okay.
And then either like gaming, arcade gaming machines, because I know they did Donkey Kong and stuff. Either that or vacuum cleaners, because for some reason my brain wants to say vacuum cleaners.
That's probably it. It's probably vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Well, Michael none of you got the first question right, but Michael was close. I'll give him trading cards. I'll give him credit for it. They sold Hanafuda playing cards. So Michael was right there. But you might be surprised to find out that Nintendo was founded in 1889.
Oh,
Oh,
so
So
Madison
there-
was closest.
Madison was technically closest, I think. What'd you say?
We were all
20s,
far.
40s?
I was like 1942.
That's technically closest. All right, we'll get. You know what? Screw the 10-year buffer. We're gonna give it to Madison.
Yes.
but I thought I
He was
won.
off by half a century, but I mean, you guys were off by more than that.
And you said 1960s.
Wait, what was the actual answer?
It was like 18.
1889.
Oh, 18.
Yeah.
So yeah, by the way, I know sometimes we like to like comment on stuff after we say the answers, but we have 4 minutes left before the recording turns off, so we should probably just like skim through these.
All right. Yeah. All right. We're gonna do some lightning rounds. All right. What is the national animal of Scotland? Let's go quick. Madison, what's your guess?
I'm gonna say it's the unicorn.
All
It
right.
seems
Michael, what's
magical
your
like
guess?
Scotland.
I feel like I've heard that somewhere, so I'll also say the unicorn.
Braden, what's your guess?
I'm gonna say unicorn. I don't know.
All right. Finn, what's your guess?
It's unicorn.
Yes, I
The-
thought I heard that somewhere.
You guys are right. And this one might be easy. I don't know. What word does Kane say right before he dies in Citizen Kane? Manny, what's your guess?
Goodbye. I don't know. I've never seen that before.
Right, Michael, what's your guess?
Shoot, what is it? I know this. By all known laws of aviation, a bee shouldn't be able to fly.
All right.
No, he says, deuces.
All right. What's your
Finn.
guess?
No, it's me.
Let's
Okay,
go
no.
But you
Finn.
know it.
Kane, because it's called Citizen Kane. So Kane.
All right, Braden, what does he say?
He says Rosebud at the end of
Correct.
Citizen Kane.
That's so boring. He should have said by all known laws of aviation.
Well, it was
a bee shouldn't-
Rosebud because that was a name of what? It was
We don't need to know the
in his
actual answer,
childhood.
Braden.
He says Rosebud, and then he gets capped. All right, movie facts update.
Rosebud.
Rosebud.
What if I just
Rosebud.
commit there? What if I just commit there? Send to like knock down my screen.
Anyway,
Destroy the set.
okay, so an update. Look out for my review of the original Scream in preparation for the upcoming Scream. That's it. Brannick.
I have a Star Wars video planned for next weekend, so probably come out then.
Cool.
I just realized we just spoiled Citizen Kane. We told him that Citizen Kane dies in the end.
Oh my gosh.
no!
No, no.
Frick. I'm
That's like
gonna
the
be
first
dead
scene,
honest.
so
I didn't know
you guys-
that.
you
But I
guys
don't
do
think I'll ever watch Citizen Kane.
Really cut
Yeah,
this.
probably. Oh wait, is that the first scene? I thought
Yeah.
that would be like the
Oh.
ending.
Oh.
No.
Anyways, thank you all for
Anyway.
Can't keep it
watching,
short.
and thank you, Madison, for joining us on this adventure that we had today.
It was fun.
I'm glad.
Jinx.
Anyways, thank you all for watching. Tune in to Brannick and Braden stuff on the main channel, and then join us in 2 weeks from now for our next episode of 3 Men and a Mic. I don't know if you can tell, but this is pretty unscripted, so we can just keep it rolling until we have less than a
All
minute.
right.
So
Bye.
I mean, it's soon going to
just see
be
when the episode,
2
like,
men,
cuts
a
off.
woman, and a mic. So
yeah,
That's it.
be watching for that.
Finn doesn't
That's
know
what
why
Everett
yet, but
joked.
he'll have to rewatch. All
That's
right,
what
Oh,
Everett
come
said
on.
in his episode. He was saying what happens when a woman comes on them. Now we know.
Yeah,
Now
Michelle
we know.
Obama. Madison, I'm sorry, but Michelle Obama's coming on before you.